And Vostoki, you can leave it at narrow angle for the lens. Yeah, I understand, but I'm just checking with you to see if you'd like us to switch to wide angle at some point.
205 метров, скорость.
205 meters. Range rate is 0.07, so almost continuously. Radial range is close to 0, and we are in station keeping enabled. In station keeping, we're starting to kind of maneuver a tiny bit, and 360-degree scan. SNC has been formed, which is what we always see when we approach from nadir, because we're working with a different antenna. ISS-1.
As you've heard there, the crew reporting they are now in station keeping, taking a brief pause before they'll make their final approach to the International Space Station. We're about 16 minutes from the planned docking time. All of the activities going well. The vehicle's performing well.
We have a good visual on the station. Basically, we're stabilizing motion now, as expected. Antenna switchings have been completed. Station keeping, final approach on the display. We haven't really gained much rate. Range is 188. Range rate 0.05. So we're basically station keeping still. And enabling final approach for final approach. Do you want us to do that on time? You're going to enable final approach now from control panel. 1320. Okay, so you're going now? Yes, you're going now to enable from the rendezvous display. Okay, switch to rendezvous display. 1316 45. Final approach initiated.
And as you've heard there, the vehicle officer reporting they have final approach has now been initiated.
Final approach and final approach. And we are accelerating to close with the station. Soyuz is ready, and we have that illuminated. GSO all nominal. At 50 meters. We will look at the SSWP status. And Vostoki, while we're just starting to do the final approach, can you maximize the picture so it would be full screen? And on INPU on the left, could you switch AGC mode until we actually get a better picture? But of course, in the end, it needs to be as best for you as possible. Okay, copy. So then TVS.
И вот этим. Сейчас формата ТВС попробуем.
Okay, from TVS, from the TV displays, we'll try to switch between the AGC mode. In the meantime, we have a range of 127 meters.
Хуже, да? Давай еще.
And the range rate is 0.68 meters per second. Okay, and you've switched and no.
Yeah,
no joy. Yeah, no, this is not better. Yeah, I was talking about the R5 command, Mikhail. I think this is the best we can do.
This is
the most information you could.
Dramatic view from the International Space Station, looking back towards the Soyuz spacecraft.
We're good to go, Mikhail.
The two vehicles now moving over the northern Atlantic Ocean.
More details in our commentary. Maybe, you know what? Why don't we just turn on the floodlight and be done with this? Okay, 92 meters, 0.45 meters per second range rate. For me, this is a great view. I can't think of a better way to see it. But perhaps for you on the TV video image, you could see it better. 83 for range.
As you heard there, the range 83 meters, the two vehicles traveling at about 420 kilometers above the Earth, or about 260 statute miles.
Didn't make things better. Maybe it's just us. Copy, Mikhail. And on the left input, please don't forget to preset the SSVP display once we approach 50-meter mark. We're already set up to go, so we'll keep monitoring the status of antenna retraction and SSVP back to initial. 0.32 meters per second range rate, visually confirmed. 65 meters in range, and the target is now getting to be visible. Not great, but we can discern it. 62 meters range, 0.26 meters per second, GSO 1234, ready? Everything's nominal.
As you've heard there, the crew reporting that closing in at a rate of 0.26 meters per second, 62 meters out from the space station, slowly closing in on the orbiting complex, everything going well.
55 meters, 0.21 meters per second. We see target. Crosshairs are aligned. Everything's nominal. Range is 52 meters. And standing by for antenna retraction command to be executed. GSO 1, 2, 3, and 4 are in Alaska. Sudan is in final approach mode. Course in final approach. We continue to have a great visual on the station.
As you can see here, some live data from the Soyuz spacecraft, 47 meters out from the International Space Station, closing in at about a tenth of a meter per second. The Soyuz taking a slow and deliberate approach as it makes its way to the International Space Station.
And yeah, if you look at the TV, you can barely see it, which is strange.
Антенна закрыта. Ага, антенна закрыта.
Okay, so SSVP nominal. Range is 48 meters. Range rate is 0.18. Copy.
Soyuz spacecraft is actually ahead of the International Space Station in slowing to make its docking to the International Space Station. The two are just making their way over the northern Atlantic Ocean, minutes from crossing over the United Kingdom. We're about less than 10 minutes from the planned docking.
The floodlight starts to be very effective from this range. Yeah, that's right. It's like it just started to light up the station. So 0.16 meters per second. Visual range matches measured range.
Which I can't see that. It's awesome. Okay.
A beautiful view from the International Space Station. Looking ahead, the Soyuz spacecraft in view. The two vehicles just moments away from crossing over London. They're traveling at an altitude of about 418 kilometers above the Earth, 260 statute miles. Two vehicles closing in.
Востоке, we copy.
Less than 50 meters separating the two vehicles and everything going well. They're using the Core's automated docking system again on board the space station. The crew members all monitoring the activities, ready to use the manual docking mechanism if needed.
this time, and we'll call you back
Мишень
in about 30
находится
minutes.
The target is at the center of the field of view, half of a degree upward of the crosshair. Range is 28. Range rate is 0.13. Everything else matches nominal profile for auto docking.
Ну, чуть что, Рик, мы знаем, что делать, да?
Да.
Enric, you know what to do?
Ну, с разрешения.
Yes. Of course, on
Сейчас
MCC Go, but
книжку уберу.
let me stow this book somewhere out of the way, just in case.
Да может понадобится.
We might need it, I don't know.
Так, кресты...
Crosshairs are aligned. The roll adjustment's done. Range is 22 meters. We're braking just a tiny bit. The range rate is 0.12, 0.11. A little bit of a misalignment on the crosshairs. And a little bit of a roll. I would say actually kind of a big roll. Okay, and this is visually, because Buzz-Air, we see it on your display. Yeah, this is visual observation. I think it will adjust itself. And range now is 17 meters. Range rate 0.13. We have great visibility. Lighting conditions are excellent. The vehicle is super stable. No vibrations whatsoever. Very smooth motion. There is a slight misalignment on the crosshairs. However, but it goes back very quickly. So everything is great and stable.
The vehicle is 12 meters out and traveling at 0.1 meters per second.
Crosshair is about a third.
Truly impressive view of the Soyuz spacecraft, the International Space Station, both closing in for a docking about 5 minutes from now.
As soon as a little bit of a roll bias occurs, so we're good. 9 meters, range rate 0.1 meter per second. A little bit of a misalignment on the crosshairs, a little bit of yaw bias. 7 meters, SS whip nominal. Antenna retracted.
As you can see now in view, the small docking target, which is right there, very close within the crosshairs on this graphic display from the Soyuz spacecraft. Less than 4 meters out, 1/10 of a meter per second.
About half of a thickness of a crosshair in misalignment. Sudan might adjust for it, but I think I would say we're good. Crosshairs aligned, no lateral of accelerations or rotations. Standing by for contact. Contact. Mechanical capture.
And contact and capture confirmed. Docking confirmed for 4:27 a.m. Central Time.
Everything's nominal, Moscow. We are home.
Be standing by for the hooks and latches, but again, contact now confirmed between the two vehicles. That again occurring a little ahead of schedule at 4:27 a.m. Central Time.
Way to go. Thank you. And thank you. Mechanical capture.
You're also seeing a live view there from the Agate Hall in Baikonur, where friends, families, and VIP members have been watching the activities. Everything going smoothly. That a very impressive view of the Soyuz spacecraft docking to the space station. That occurring as the vehicles were crossing over Germany at, again, just a few moments ago, 4:27 a.m. Central Time.
6 hours and 14 minutes was your ride. That's how long it was. 6 and 14. 6 hours and 14 minutes was the duration of the journey. Yeah, I guess I got the torch up here in 6 hours.